All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Political Spotlight, and we want to talk about the state of Indiana versus Joshua Kimbrell. On Friday, January 10th, 2025, the Randolph County Superior Court, which is being headed up by a special judge from Blackford County, Brian Body, he has, for some unknown reason, made good on a continuance that Joshua Kimbrell had filed in the last couple of weeks. This is the third or fourth continuance the judge has given the defense, and this being after the second continuance, the judge said there will be no more continuances. That being said, they still put in another continuance after that, and then they put in this continuance. The trial was slated originally to start on Wednesday, January 22nd, Thursday, January 23rd, and Friday, January 24th, and wrap up then on that Friday. However, a couple weeks ago, Josh's attorney said that he could not be there on Wednesday. If this was Delaware County, our judges here would be losing their mind. I was under the impression that this judge would say too bad. However, he worked with the attorney. It's Sam Beasley. That's Josh's attorney out of Muncie. And he said, okay, well, we'll postpone the Wednesday start date and we'll kick the start date over to Thursday, the 23rd. And the court date will be the 23rd and the 24th. We'll go long both days, and we will go till it's done on Friday. And then lo and behold, for whatever reason, Joshua put in for a continuance just about 2 weeks ago. Matter of fact, when he put the continuance in, he was a day late because the judge told them that they had 2 weeks to put in for a continuance. And I don't know why he gave them that option, but he did tell them that if they needed to put in for a continuance, they had 2 weeks to do it. And for whatever reason, they waited the 2 weeks and did that the very next day. Again, I thought there's no way the judge is going to give them this continuance. He's already said no more continuances. Then they did it after the time period. All right. Now, before we go down and we look at what occurred from all of that, I do want to remind everybody that this state of Indiana versus Joshua James Kimbrell case number 68, D as in David, 01-2401, F as in Frank, or felony in this case, F1 -4 or 0004, if you want to give it the four numbers, is in Randolph County Superior Court number 1. And it does currently say there are only 3 charges. However, I reached out to the Randolph County Prosecutor's Office, and they have said there are actually 6 charges. I don't understand why there's a discrepancy between what's filed here on the screen in this criminal case summary versus what they say, but I will give them the benefit of the doubt, and we will go with that until I hear otherwise. I don't know what to believe in this situation, okay? So we go straight down here to the end of the case history, and we see that on the 10th, last Friday, the judge granted the motion for continuance. So instead of the jury trial taking place on January 23rd and January 24th, it will now be 3 days in May 7th, May 8th, and May 9th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. Unfortunately, I was right about this. I hate being right about this. And I'll be honest, I'm not even convinced that this will go in May. It could very well be August before this is heard. I blame everybody involved. I blame the judge, Brian Body from Blackford County, the special judge. I blame Sam Beasley, Kimbrell's attorney. I blame the prosecutor, Mr. David Daly, and I blame Josh for this. I blame all of them. This is gross. It is a total miscarriage of justice. And this is crazy for a couple of reasons. Number one, because Joshua Kimbrell walked into the Randolph County Sheriff's Office back in December of 2023, and he self-reported every aspect of what the crime was that he committed. They were not hunting him. They did not set him up. They weren't looking for him. They didn't want to talk to him. They did not know anything was amiss. Josh had been caught by his, at the time, wife. It's his ex-wife. Josh had been caught. They had argued about it over the entire evening. And the next day, after signing over the titles to their vehicles and making a few quick last-minute plans, he left their house, walked to the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, which is just like a block and a half away, and he walked in and he self-reported every aspect of his horrible crimes to the sheriff's deputies on duty. And every aspect of what Josh self-reported that day is what he's charged with. The charges are based off of his words, what he self-reported. So plead guilty already. Get this shit over with. Quit trying to loophole out of this. Josh is a piece of shit. You committed some piece of shit crimes, and you need to be locked up in prison like the piece of shit you are. But there's more reasons why this is screwed up. And I know this is going to sound like I'm defending him, and I'm not. But I'm just speaking as an American, as a constitutionalist, okay? I believe Kimbrell did this, and I believe he believes he belongs in prison for as long as he possibly can be there. That being said, Kimbrell has been waiting in a county jail for this trial for over a year now. And while, again, I fully believe that he is a piece of shit, go back to my last comment, it's crazy that an American citizen who is under the Constitution, innocent until proven guilty, can be locked away in a county jail for over a year without having their day in court. Now, I blame this on Josh because he's trying to loophole his way out of this and just trying to delay the inevitable, all right? And I blame it on his attorney, and I blame it on the prosecutor, and I blame it on the judge because they could an end to this. It's just crazy that this is what's going on. And last and most importantly, there are living, breathing people out here that have been affected by this. At one point, they were the victims of this, and they are working on becoming the victors in this matter. But these people who are working through the healing process, in order for them to truly start healing, this piece of the puzzle needs to be done and over with. And it really can't start the healing process with these folks until after this trial is concluded. So the state of Indiana, being led by Randolph County Prosecutor David Daly, needs to find his balls and figure this out. And the judge needs to buckle down and do the right thing here. This is insane. Take care. God bless. Good night. Goodbye.